Hello, today is the start of hour 21. You're halfway through this short course on basic conversation skills. Once again, you learn to speak by speaking. That's why in all the reviews here, we give you ample time to answer each of the questions. There are 200 questions each in these reviews. You'll be able to practice, get your mouth familiar with speaking English, gain confidence, and feel easier and more comfortable speaking. All of these here have places where you answer. The only place where there's an introduction is right here at the very beginning, where I introduce the patterns. Today in hour 21, we briefly go through I don't know and I know, the variety of different ways that we say it. So we'll begin with, obviously what we always begin with is a review. Review is crucial. There's no sense learning things that you then forget. It's just senseless. So we always make sure that you review what you've learned so that time spent studying is time well spent. So please answer. Does it look like it's going to rain? Did he say he plans on going today? How long has she studied for? Was it similar to your test? How many of the people decided not to go? How much money did he tell you to bring? What have you got to go there for? Didn't she come so that she could talk to you? Did he tell you he was used to speaking English? Did she ask you if you look forward to going there? How many minutes did it take to read that? Didn't she ask you how long you've been there? Do you ever talk to her? Did he seem to be discouraged? Where did you end up asking her to go with you? Aren't you happy she asked you to join her? Doesn't it look like Japanese? What is she supposed to go there for? How many years has it been since you've seen her? Is that school almost the same as your school? Which book did he say he was reading? Did you ask him if it was too difficult to do? Is the reason he came in order to talk to you? Doesn't he seem to know a lot? Did you tell him what you're interested in doing? How do you like his car? What is his girlfriend like? Did she ask you if you were angry he said that? Doesn't it feel like it's really expensive? There was no use showing it to him. He had better bring it back. Did he say it's okay to come back tonight? Did you ask her if she was ready to go? Did you have him tell her to come back to see you? Did she ask you if you got to see it there? Do you feel like telling him what you did last night? Does it seem like she's thinking of going there? All he likes to do is play on the computer. Did you tell her you would rather stay home? Did you ask her what she happened to do last night? Doesn't it sound like she felt disappointed? Did you bring it so that you could use it on the test? For how long did she seem angry? Is her ring the same as yours? Did you ask her if she bought the most expensive ring? When was the last time you practiced English? The reason he can't go is because his mother got sick. Did she ask you if you had fun being there? Which country are you supposed to go to next? Did she ask you where you managed to find it? How many hours a day does he need to study? Okay, we will go back to our lesson. This is our 21. This is the general introduction. This is where I taught my niece. This is the video you're watching. And if you tab on this first PDF, this will give you an overview of what we're going to study today. Basically, when I teach students, there's many times that you have to say you don't know something. But in fact, I don't know is overused by students. I don't let my students use I don't know. They either have to use I'm not sure or I don't know for sure. And there's a couple of variations here that you see. I'm not sure that he's there. I'm not sure if he's there. I'm not sure whether he's there. It's the same. I'm not sure what he wants to do. Sometimes at the end of this sentence you will have or not. I'm not sure if he is there or not. Also here, I'm not sure he went or not. These are a little hard to distinguish the uses of, the differences of. So, if somebody asks you a question, just answer as they use it. So let me ask you a few questions here. I'm not sure. The question obviously is, aren't you sure? Here, don't goes in the front. So please answer. Aren't you sure he's there? Aren't you sure if he's there? These two are rather similar, very hard to distinguish between the two. So please answer. Aren't you sure where he went? Don't you know for sure when he'll be back? Aren't you sure who he is? Aren't you sure how much it costs? Don't you know for sure how often he goes there? Don't you know for sure how he managed to do it? Aren't you sure how long he was there? The next two here has no question. They are used. I have no idea what he did. I've got no clue when she'll be coming back. So please repeat. I have no idea how long he wants to be there. I've got no clue how much he spent. I've got no idea after how long he'll be coming back. I have no clue where she decided to go. Now, please notice here that I have got no clue, I have no clue, they're the same. You can change I have and I have got. They're the same. I have no idea what he did. I have got no idea what he did. It is the same. In the question form, this is another way to do it. I don't have any idea. I don't have any clue. I haven't got any idea. I haven't got any clue. The question here, don't goes in the front. Don't you have any idea where she went? Because have has a verb that follows it, this goes in the front. Do, did, and will are not used. So, please answer. Don't you have any idea where he went? Didn't he have any clue who you were? Don't you have any idea where she decided to go? Okay, this bottom one. Haven't you got any idea how much candy he has? Haven't you got any clue how often he drops by there? Haven't you got any idea how long she plans to be there for? Okay, let's combine questions with all of these. Aren't you sure why he's interested in going? Don't you have any idea who he happened to meet? Haven't you got any clue how many days a week he meets her? Don't you have any clue where he's supposed to go? Don't you know for sure when he'll be coming back? Have you got any idea why he seems angry? With this pattern, the positive form is I know, I'm sure. With the question, you can ask in the positive, do you have any idea? Do you have any clue? or have you got any idea, or have you got any clue. But in the answer, I have any idea where he went is not used. It's not used in the positive in a sentence form. In a question, you can say, do you have any idea where he went? Have you got any clue what he did? However, once again, in the positive sentence, I have a clue where he went, I have an idea where he went is not used. I know or where he went. So, once again, I suggest that students stay away from these two and they try to utilize this just to broaden their use of patterns when they speak. Because there's many times when you'll be asked whether you know something or you don't know. And if somebody says, where did he go? You can simply say, I don't have any idea where he went. Who did she meet? I haven't got any idea who she met. It sounds very natural and flows very nicely. One last variation of this is here. How can you tell? If you ever hear how can you tell, it always means how do you know? It generally refers to things that you either see or hear. For example, how can you tell that she's angry? This is either you see her face and you know it, or you heard her voice, or somebody told you she's angry. How can you tell means how do you know? How can you tell she's angry? I can tell by her face. I can tell because of her face. I can tell because she looks angry. I can tell since I heard her talking. So you hear somebody's voice, you know their feeling generally, if they're happy, sad, etc. So I can tell, if those combinations are used, it always means I know. The opposite, obviously, is I can't tell. I can't tell where he went. Down here you will see, can you tell what he did? Can you tell where she went? Can you tell that he loves you? So, very simply, this combination, can you tell, always means I know. I can't tell is I don't know. Once again, it refers to generally things that you see or that you hear. So you see they're dressed very, very, very well. I can tell he's rich. Right? You go to somebody's house and you see it's huge. I can tell they're wealthy. You see two people talking and they're having fun. I can tell they're friends. So here that is optional. I can tell they're friends. I can tell that they're friends. If you use what, where, why, and when, it goes before the sentence. So please answer. Can you tell where he went? Can't you tell what she likes to eat? Can you tell that he's ready to go? Sometimes if and whether can be placed here also. Can you tell if he's angry? Can you tell that he's angry? It's the same. Can you tell if or whether? Can you tell whether she likes you? I can tell whether she likes me. Can you tell where he quit working? Can you tell what she would like to do? Can you tell what she's going to be doing? Can you tell that she had fun being there? Can you tell that he left at 2:30? Can you tell it's time to go? So, once again, I can tell does not mean speaking something, it means knowing. Things that you see or hear. It is most important with hour 21 here that you get used to saying things that you know or you don't know. This comes up hundreds of times in conversation. These are particular reviews for the patterns that we learned today, and this combines it with patterns you've learned from 1 through 21. The second PDF here is just another option of taking a look at the pattern with some examples. This may be of help to you also. Have a good day. Thank you.